Hello, I want to explain you the game Backgammon. Enjoy the video. In Backgammon, each player has 15 checkers. One set is white and the other is black. Each player moves their checkers in their own direction. White moves in this direction and black in the opposite direction. White's home board is over there. These 6 points. Each individual space calls a point. Black home board is over on this side. There's also the bar in the middle. At the beginning of the game, both players roll one dice. Whoever rolls the higher number goes first. That's in the first round. Then you take these both dices. Now you can move your checker single, so you can go one field and with the other stone 6 fields, or you can go with one checker, one field, and after that 6 fields. But in this case it is not possible. It is blocked of the opposite checkers. You can go there just if it is free, is if there are my own stones or there is one stone from the enemy. If there's just one stone, then I can hit the stone. But in this case, I go with one stone, just one field, and with the other stone, 6 field, and that's a common move. Now, next turn, and rolled a 2 and a 5. That means I can move one checker 2 spaces and another 5 spaces, for example. But that point is blocked by black, so I can't go there. So instead I go 2 spaces with one checker and 5 with another. Okay, it's my turn again. At this time I rolled a double. That's a bit different. Now I get 4 moves. In this case, 4 times 1 move. I could move a single checker by one field, one field, one field, one field. But I would get blocked because the next point is occupied by the white. So I use another checker to move one space. In general, I can split the 4 moves however I want between checkers. That doesn't matter. Now it's next turn, roll the 1 and a 5. So now I can move 1 and 5 spaces. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Since the black checker is alone on that point, I hit it and it's placed on the bar in the middle. Now its opponent's turn again, and now they must bring the checker from the bar back into the game. This has to be done before making any other moves. They all need to roll the number that them let enter into one of the white's homeboard points that is open. Now roll the 4 and a 1, and that's no problem. Now they can choose whether if they want to go 1 point or 4 or 1 and 4. But if all these entry points are blocked with white checkers and they can't enter the bar checker using either the roll, they turn it forfeited. And it's not allowed to move any other checkers in the meantime. Okay, now the black player have to bring the checker in back again. So, okay, no problem, 4 and 5. And then first he can move 5 fields and hit the opposing checker again. Then 5. The opponent has to bring back his checker, and it's no problem with a 2 and a 5. Just with 2, and then these 2 stones are safe and the other stone moves 5 fields. Now I roll the double 1. I can choose how I want to go with my checkers, and I go 1, 1, and with the other checker also 1, 1. Now it's the white player's turn, 4 and 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the checkers are safe, and one more field with the other checker. The black player, 2 and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now this stone is safe, and then the 2 with this checker 2. Then the white player 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. The black player has to come inside. Yeah, but it's no problem. It's 6 and 5. White player's turn. Now it's white player's turn. And 1 point with the checker. Now a double 6, and I have to bring back my checker, but it doesn't work. The field or the point is blocked. So now my turn is forfeited. The white player is on the row. 5 and 6. 5 with 1 checker and 6 points with the other checker. 1 and 6. Now I can come back with 1 and 6 with the other checker. Two and 6, 2 with the single stone and 6 with the other. Then so now the checkers are safe. 5 and 6 for white. White can beat black again, and now black is again on the bar, and in the next turn he has to come back, and it's not possible with the 2 and the 3. So the other player is in the role. White can go 1 and 5 points. Three and 4. He can still cannot come back with the black. So that's hard to come back if the home field of the white is full of white checkers. The white player has all his checkers in his home board, and now he starts to bearing off. It works like regular bearing off. If he rolls a 2, then he can move a checker from the 2 point outside. If he rolls a 1, then he must move a checker from a higher point 1 space forward. It doesn't matter which checker. And now if he rolls a 6 and there is no checker on the 6 point, then he may bear off a checker from the next highest point, in this case from the 5 point. So if there's not on the 6 but on the 5, he can bear off that one off, and so on. For example, if the white player rolled a 3 and a 4, and the black player has to come back, and he rolled a 3, then he hit the white stone, and first the white player has to bring back his white stone and has to come back into his home field, and then he can continue to bring the checkers out. Now the white player continues to dice out with a 3 and a 5. Black player tries to bring his black stones in his home field, and white can continue with dice out. One and 4 for black. 4 and 1 field. White player 1 and 5. 5 and 1 with the checker from the field 2. Black continues 2 and 1. So it's no problem for the white player. His checkers are on good points. Black has a 2 and a 4. 3 and 4. That's perfect for player with white. 3 and 2 for the black. 5 and 2 for white. 1 and 6 for black. Now it's the last turn of player white and he won the game. Congratulations. The field is empty with white checkers. So he won the game. I hope you could understand everything. If you have any questions, please write in the comments. Bye.